ITV Central Sports Report, sponsored by WeWantAnyCar.com, the Cash for Cars website.
Derby County are a step closer to the Premier League after a 2-1 win over Brighton in their Championship playoff semi-final last night. Steve McLaren's side went behind early, but came back with 2 goals before half-time. The second leg is at the iPro Stadium on Sunday. Michael Sibbott has all the action.
46 games of graft in the Championship. Now the real hard work begins. Derby boss Steve McLaren spoke before the game about the first 20 minutes being key, and his side found themselves under pressure. An early penalty shout for Brighton looked convincing. 5 minutes later, the home side got what they deserved. Manchester United loanee Jesse Lingard finding the net at the second time of asking. Whatever a worried-looking Steve McLaren's instructions were after the goal, it seemed to work. Derby were a constant threat on the counter-attack, and Craig Forsyth's surging run drew a reckless tackle from former England defender Matthew Upson. Chris Martin made no mistake from the spot. Derby's second came right on the stroke of half-time. Some neat build-up play led to this shot from Martin coming back off the bar onto Brighton keeper Thomas Kuszczak and into the net. After the break, the visitors' hero was at the other end of the pitch. Brighton pressed hard to find an equaliser, but found Lee Grant in inspired form, first tipping Leonardo Aloa's shot onto the bar, then another double save from Lingard and Stephen Ward as 90 minutes drew closer. At the final whistle, it was confirmed. Derby take a vital lead back to the iPro Stadium on Sunday.
We're indebted to our defender and our goalkeeper for keeping the result, so we're satisfied with the result. We can be better. We need to be better on Sunday because this tie's not over. Brighton are a good team away from home.
Well, there's one other game in the Football League this weekend for us. Burton missed out on automatic promotion, but have a chance to go up and out of League Two via the playoffs. Their first semi-final is at home against Southend on Sunday. Kick-off there is at midday. Good luck to Burton and to Derby. Hereford United are closing in on an investment which could secure the long-term future of the club, according to the chairman. In a statement posted on the club website, David Cates said they were at an advanced stage with 2 investors. No deal has been completed though, but he says he hopes to report positive news next week. The club have had financial difficulties with fans raising money to help keep the club afloat. Leicester Tigers attendance at Welford Road will pass the 350,000 mark for the season during their final home game of the campaign tomorrow. A new record. Their game against top-of-the-table Saracens is a sellout, and Tom Croft is back in the squad for the first time since his knee injury in September. Tigers have already qualified for their 10th straight playoff place. Worcester, who were relegated last week, will hope to give Gloucester a shock and secure their one and only Premiership win of the season. Quite done yet, because how about this? I'm impressed when someone completes a half marathon, that's 13 miles. If they double that and do a marathon, 26 miles, well, come on, that's pretty amazing. How about doubling that again? That's what Sarah Louise Shaw, who lives in Worcestershire, will be doing in a few days' time. She's training to compete in the Apocalypse 100. It is a 100-mile ultramarathon around the Shropshire Hills. The 21-year-old is doing it to raise money for Marie Curie Cancer Care. You'd think the run was enough to raise big donations, but she's also giving another incentive to help raise money.
She said that if we raise £2,500 that I'll officially deed poll my name to Bambi Shaw, which is my nickname, and a lot of people know me as that, so it's going to be interesting.
Why are you called Bambi?
Because I fall over all the time. Bodes well for running.
So it's 100 miles in one go. What does it involve? Where is it?
Yeah, it's around the Shropshire Hills. It's an event called Apocalypse 100, and basically it's 5 kilometres of ascent and descent, and basically you've got 33 hours to navigate your way all the way around the Shropshire Hills, starting at Cardigan Valley and ending up back there.
Best of luck, and you can get more details of Sarah, or should I say Bambi's fundraising at itv.com/central. So far she's halfway to reaching that name-changing target, and let's face it, we all want her to be called Bambi by deed poll, don't we? Just so we can have a laugh.
Wow.
Bambi. £2.5 she needs to raise. Listen, I just want to also mention good luck to Worcester Wolves, who are in their final of the BBL, the basketball team. We filmed them early this season. They're into the final at Wembley on Sunday. Good luck, men.
Oh, I love basketball.
Steve, thank you.
Thank you very much. What should we do now?
The national and international, yeah, it's me, is a few moments away. Let's take a look at what's coming up with Natasha Kaplinski.
Rolf Harris is accused of being a Jekyll and Hyde character whose untouchable reputation allowed him to carry out a string of indecent assaults. A court hears claims the 84-year-old entertainer was even known as the Octopus because of the way he put his hands over women. In Nigeria, the father of one of the abducted schoolgirls speaks exclusively to ITV News about their ordeal. And why the booming housing market means some estate agents are charging both buyers and sellers. Join Alistair Stewart and me at 6:30.
And I am awake now.
Are you?
I'm awake.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
it's not long to go now. Stick with us. Now, time for the sights and smells from one of Britain's favourite pastimes, gardening. The Malvern Spring Festival is well and truly underway.
90,000 visitors are expected to attend, and organisers say they're trying to attract more visitors by bringing in celebrity chefs and gourmet cuisine. We sent Lee Comley for a look around.
It might not have been the most ideal day of weather for a show that celebrates the beautiful outdoors, but that hasn't stopped people turning out to see some of the top medal-winning show gardens and sample the sights, sounds and tastes on offer. This year there's a big range of celebrated award winners. One of the most striking is at home on the beach, not least because it provided a little tropical paradise on a rain-soaked day.
Yeah, we as a company always do theatrical representations, so we choose a setting often around the Mediterranean, and this year, because we've got the wonderful backdrop of the Malvern Hills, we've chosen the Balearic Islands, so typical of Mallorca, for example. Yeah.
Then there's those gardens with a deeper meaning. This garden, entitled Ooh It Makes Me Wonder, takes inspiration from the Led Zeppelin song Stairway to Heaven and is designed to explore what happens to us when we die.
So a show garden is a little bit like, Paris Fashion Week, that a show garden should be pushing the boundaries, design-wise, pushing the boundaries in terms of what we understand a garden to be, and offering ideas that maybe people come to the show and see it can then take away and translate into their own space.
This year the show is featuring what it's calling Festival Gardens, a space where new and less experienced gardeners can show their designs. This one, entitled The Journey, is designed to represent the journey that British troops take while leaving the UK and heading to war zones.
It's been really good, really positive. I think they particularly like the colour, they like the softness of and the fact that I do have native species in here. They can perhaps see it being in their own gardens, and it could translate to a small town garden or to a wider garden if it had a bit more scale. So yeah, they really positive feedback and lots of support for the Benevolent Fund as well.
And of course, aside from designs from both new and established gardeners, there's the chance to take home a few blooming beauties for your own space at home. Plenty for those of us with green fingers. Lee Comley, ITV News.
We're loving the blooming beauties tonight.
We are, always.
Yeah. Now, bookmakers have made Molly Smitten-Downs from Leicester as one of the favourites to win this year's Eurovision Song Contest.
Yes, the 27-year-old will represent the UK in the competition in Denmark this weekend with the song Children of the Universe. Molly's pleased it's proving popular.
It's great that people are thinking that we're doing well and people think the song's connecting with people enough, obviously, to be getting that kind of reaction and feedback. But at the same time, this is a competition where anything can happen.
Well, let's hope she does it.
It's usually nil pois, though, isn't it, for us?
Well, let's be positive.
All right, then. Sorry, I was just saying. Right, let's get a look at the weather forecast as we head into the weekend. I am right, though, as ever. Here's Jane Wright.
What's in store for today? ITV Local Weather, sponsored by CenterParcs.
Good evening. We've had some sunny spells around. Some of us, though, have seen quite a few showers, and that really is going to be a theme over the next few days. Ahead of those showers, another band of rain to contend with. It's going to push through overnight. Quite a long spell of wet weather, 4, maybe 5 hours of the wet stuff before that eventually clears. And this low is going to hover nearby for the next few days, and that's where these showers are going to come from. As far as tonight goes, then, it's going to start off dry enough, and then this rain starts to push through. At first, it's likely to be fairly light light to moderate, but we are expecting a slightly heavier burst at some point. That rain and the southerly breeze keeping things on the mild side. Certainly a frost-free night, some of us not dipping out of double figures. But then tomorrow, bright start to the day, a lot of showers around, some of them quite heavy, and don't be surprised to hear a rumble of thunder at some point in the afternoon. Temperature-wise, little down on today, quite a brisk breeze across the south there. I'm afraid to say more showers to come over the next few days, particularly on Sunday and Monday when they're likely to be quite heavy. Bit of a cool feel by day, chilly by night. Hopefully things settling down a touch through the middle part of the week. Have a good evening.
ITV Local Weather, sponsored by CenterParcs.
Let's get a quick reminder of our top stories here on ITV News Central before we go tonight. A woman's been sentenced to 2 years in a Young Offenders Institute after attacking 80-year-old Jaginder Singh in broad daylight in Coventry city centre.
Figures obtained from the Home Office by Birmingham's Erdington MP Jack Dromey shows there are now 2,000 fewer police officers in the region.
And a man who thought he was trying to help a lost toddler find his mum sparked a police investigation. The 80-year-old can be seen on CCTV leading the boy away. Officers say he was acting with good intentions.
And there's plenty more on our website, itv.com/central. But from myself, Matt, and all of the team, have a lovely weekend. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.